Using classroom response systems for assessment. Imagine a classroom where every student is able to respond to a teacher's question quickly without the fear of ridicule or embarrassment, and a teacher is able to see the results of each student's answer and make assessments about teaching from that information. Student responses give valuable insight to teachers. Teachers make decisions to reteach, expand on existing knowledge, or teach new concepts based on their assessments of their students. However, in most classrooms, answering questions is limited to the extroverted students during class discussions. Using classroom response systems enables each and every student to respond to a question by entering their responses into handheld devices, and a computer registers each student's response. These response systems, known as clickers, are becoming very popular in elementary and secondary classrooms. They have, however, been used in college classrooms for years. Basically, there are three main types of transmitters: infrared, as shown here, radio frequency, and Wi-Fi mobile devices. Infrared transmitters are limited to a line of sight and need to be pointed to a receiver in order for the transmitter to register the click. This is similar to television remote control. One advantage of an infrared transmitter is that they are overall lower in cost for the equipment. A disadvantage is that infrared is that it oftentimes can only offer one-way communication, and of course that one line of sight, so nothing can be in the way of it and the receiver. Radio frequency transmitters are not limited to the line of sight. A radio frequency signal is more reliable and has a longer range. It also allows for two-way communication and for the confirmation to a student of their answer. However, radio frequency transmitters can interfere with each other. The third type, the Wi-Fi system, uses a web-based interface, and therefore the text entry and open-ended responses are possible. Students can use their own mobile devices as the clicker. There's a wide variety of devices, and they are limited to the campus's wireless infrastructure, however, and that is a disadvantage. There's a wide variety of product and companies who offer classroom response systems. I looked at three. One company was called Turning Technologies. Another one was called eInstruction, and they had a bunch of different kinds. Notice they have both kinds of all three kinds of devices. And the third one I looked at was called Quizdom. All three companies offer whole class response products and software, and most of them are actually compatible with PowerPoint. Here's an example of a graph that can be created from the response to either use for information or to show the class. There's a lot of options of different types of clickers, and consequently the costs vary from company to company and for the different devices. Basically, I wasn't able to discern the actual individual company classroom response pricing without filling out a form for more contact information. But I did find this where it has these different prices and for different systems, and this was through just a search on cost of classroom response. Found this to be a very effective tool using both technology and assessment. Classroom response systems provide quick feedback to teachers, making this assessment tool an efficient way to construct effective and detailed lesson plans according to the learning needs of the students. The data gathered from the responses can be saved and shown in graph forms, and the statistics can be gathered for individual students so that you can assess students also and improve on the teaching and the learning.